And if you successfully execute all of that, you got yourself a kill. And now we're coming up on the next trash pull. There's a Witch Doctor mini-boss, although it's not really much of a mini-boss because he only has 400k health. However, what makes him problematic is his Chosen of Hethys. It's about a dozen mobs that as soon as he dies, they all become hostile, and then you have to AoE them down fairly quickly. Thankfully, they do only have a little over 100,000 health, so if you have some good AoE in your group, which admittedly we really didn't on this pull, or in this particular pickup group, you see there the result of not killing them fast enough. They turn into snakes, and well, then just have to be tanked as normally or as best you can. Alright. One other mini-boss we decided to kill on this particular run is Mortax. Basically, Mortax has a couple of abilities. He has a Psychic Scream, and then he casts Shadow Bolts. But for the most part, the thing you have to worry about is the fear, because if you don't kill the trash that's up here, you have a tendency to aggro. And well, he doesn't do much special besides the fear. And he has 1.5 million health, and he gives you a Maelstrom Crystal when you're done. And moving on now to the second Tiki Lord mini-boss. Basically he does pulsing AoE damage by chucking bones everywhere. That's really all he does. So your healer is going to be kept busy. Your DPS will be kept busy by killing him. Your tank will be kept busy by holding aggro. Not really all that much to say about it though. And once he dies, then you get to really meet the super fun trash in this instance. The two trash pulls leading up to the next boss, the third boss. This first pull here consists of a Gurubashi Shadow Hunter and a couple of Panthers called Pride of Bethic. The Shadow Hunter doesn't do anything really special. The Prides of Bethic will pounce, I think it's actually a Ravage that they do, to a random target before returning to the tank. This next pull is really the tricky pull, though, because you have two Gurubashi Bloodletters, a Lesser Priest of Bethic, another Shadow Hunter, and another Panther. Ideally, you would CC the Priest and one of the Bloodletters, then kill Bloodletter, Shadow Hunter. See, I tried to get enthusiastic with bloodletting and mind control, but it didn't really work out. So we just kind of wung it. Catlia healed his tail off on this pull. The main thing to remember, though, is that bloodletting is interruptible. And in fact, it should be interrupted. Alright, so now we're at the third boss, High Priestess Kilnara. The main thing you have to worry about on this fight isn't so much her, although she has a couple of abilities that we'll talk about. It's actually the 4-packs of Pride of Bethic. You see they're in the four pens here. Basically the way this goes, the tank pulls him, establishes initial aggro, and then goes and pulls a pack of kitties. AoE down the cats. By then, though, the tank should have moved back to the boss, basically to stay on interrupt duty. For the first of High Priestess Kilnara's abilities, called Tears of Blood, it will do a lot of AoE, unnecessary AoE damage. Second ability you saw there, Waves of Anguish. It is basically just like Typhoon, only slower moving and with a cast time. At any rate, the main idea here with this fight is to AoE kill the 4-packs of the Prides of Bethic before she gets down to 50%. Right now, obviously not big an issue. She's at like 80%. And now the DPS is all on High Priestess Kilnara. She also does an ability called Lash of Blood on the tank. It's basically just a special attack. Does a little bit of spike damage. Easily healable. Now, when she gets to 50%, she loses control and turns into an avatar of Bethic. And then she starts doing kitty-type things. Claw, Ravage. She uses an ability called Camouflage after, I believe it's actually on a timer. She tends to use it at about 1%, just to make you think that you've killed her, and really you haven't. Our DPS is a little low in this attempt, so she did it at about 12%. But dots keep ticking, and she keeps dying. She has a chance to drop a Panther mount. The disappointing reskin of the original Tiger mount. And cloth shoulders, which I really needed, because I was wearing PvP ones.